back to Craft Truck Tech Bites. We are here inside the offices of Clairmont Camera in Hollywood with Deny Clairmont. Deny?
Hello there.
Thank you for having us.
That's me, Jeff.
It's fantastic. So the first thing I wanted to talk to you with you about today is Cooke Glass. Cooke is a company that's been around for how many years now?
About 120.
Is that all?
Yes.
Only 120 years, so very young company.
Yes.
Yeah, just getting their footing now.
And they were just given an Oscar
Right.
for 120 years of developing lenses. And they started building photographic lenses at a very, very early time for
cinema.
yeah, and you can go to their website and their whole history is right there.
Right. And just to be clear, this is a company that has made lenses that have been used on Academy Award-winning films, movies with cinematography that's second to none. The quality, the craftsmanship is amazing, correct? Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's world class.
Yes.
Okay. So for many years, like, I mean, obviously now there's dozens of lens sets out there, a lot more lenses than there used to be, but for many years, there was basically, you had either Panavision lenses, Zeiss, or Cooke, and that was it for many years.
Yes.
In the professional world.
Yes.
And so they've been there throughout the whole thing. They've never closed. They've kept on making lenses, and now they have some of even their best products ever.
Yes.
Yeah. So why don't we talk about over here? We have the Cooke. I think is an S5. So the S. I think it's fair to say that the 5i series. This is they're the best. Some of the best cinema lenses and glass available anywhere today. Correct?
Yes.
How many lenses are in the Cooke 5i set?
Ted had asked me that question. I'm sorry.
There's probably 10, something like 8, 9, something like that.
Probably, and the widest angle they have right now is 18, and I'm encouraging them to go wider.
They're going to have a 14 or something.
Well, right now, they want wider. We use the Cooke S5s.
Right. Okay. Fine. And can you tell us about some of the improvements over the 5s over the 4s? What some of the things that the 5s do differently than the 4s? Is it just different glass, or is it?
Oh no, they're very different lenses.
Okay.
But the S4 is very, very good. Okay, the first difference, of course, is the speed. These are T1.4. The 4s are T2.
Right.
Okay. Now, with today's modern cameras, like the Alexa and that,
Yeah.
or the film cameras, the high-speed film, the speed may not be important. However, the director of photography may want the high-speed lens so he can control the depth of field.
Right.
He, the director, may have a shot where they just don't want a lot of
Shallow
depth
depth
of
of
field.
field. Right. Yeah.
Okay. So now, the three main lenses I just spoke about, the Master Primes, the Cooke, and the Leicas, they have, and the Cooke's right up there with all of them, just as good as the others, when you focus, even less breathing than the 4. The 4 has almost no breathing. And no distortion.
Right.
And we look for, when we test lenses, what we call color fringing. Mm-hmm. And they have a minimum amount of fringing. That's not very important for film. It is very important for digital cameras because they can see it.
Right.
So they're very good in that area. They're just very good lenses.
Very good lenses, yeah. Now, something else interesting, we'll come back over here. This is a funky little product here, which is what's called Cooke S4i Mini, or the Mini, which is, I believe, what they originally called was the Pancro, right? They were originally called Cooke Pancros, I believe, and they just renamed them S4i Mini. But this represents kind of like a sort of not a budget, but almost like a budget approach to getting into Cooke glass because they're less expensive, they're lighter, they're smaller, and they still have phenomenal optics. The only difference is they only open to T2.8.
That's correct.
Which is, you know.
And we have those. We have front and rear elements we can put in them that don't have any coating on it. And we can put them on the front and the rear. And the images then aren't quite as sharp. You have some halation. It looks like maybe a lens maybe made 80 years ago would do. And they're quite popular for certain.
Oh, because they're trying to give a little bit, anything to get rid of that digital antisepticness and
Yes.
make it look a little more organic.
Yes.
Very cool. So they'll do that to S4s.
on the S4, the Mini S4s.
And so if you're interested in the highest caliber cinema lenses, on the less expensive end, Cooke S5i Minis, also known as the Cooke Pancros when they were first built, and on the other side of Denny, the Cooke S5is, which are some of the greatest cinema lenses currently built today. That's Cooke here at Clairmont Camera. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Crafttruck Tech Bites.